Thanks for watching the Council in Brief. I'm Susan Kennedy. We're here with the news of the Montgomery County Council for this third week in April. We start this week with an overview of key points in this year's operating budget. This year's budget is $4.4 billion, with spending up just 1.2% from last year. Council members received an overview that outlines the core budget issues they will be tackling over these next few weeks.
Good morning, Mr. Farber.
The executive's operating budget is a real chore to put together.
Council Staff Director Steve Farber laid out the details during the most recent council session. He told council members this year's budget reflects slow revenue growth.
This year was especially tough, I think. We came out of the recession. We've had 3 budgets in a row that had a little bit more flexibility to them. This one, unfortunately, is a tighter one.
The total recommended budget includes some targeted increases. Funding for libraries will go up 5%.
Those are a couple of models that we're looking at.
And there are a few new initiatives, like the police body camera program. Council members say this same services budget is not ideal, but it is practical.
The council will work very cooperatively together over the next 5 weeks, but we won't be able to say yes to all of the requests that are coming in to add money to the county executive's budget. We're going to have to be very selective, and we're really very constrained.
But things are not, what we expected. Better than other counties, absolutely. But I think, our public needs to understand that this will be a very tight, I would say very similar in some ways of just maintenance versus just a lot of additions.
The school's budget still has a lot of moving parts. News out of Annapolis that the county most likely will not receive the second half of the Geographical Cost of Education Index funding has complicated things. Officials are also awaiting word from the Supreme Court on the Wynn case, which could end up costing the county $200 million.
There will be a hit in this year's budget, but it isn't as large as in future years. The legislature is enabling Montgomery County to spread out the refunds over the next several years. So it's unfortunate that we're going to take this hit, and it just further constrains the resources we have available.
In other news, Councilmember Tom Hucker has introduced a bill that would place an excise tax on electronic cigarettes. The measure is designed to generate revenue for the county by taxing the distribution of electronic cigarette products.
We're updating the tax code, I hope, to keep pace with a rapidly evolving industry. I mean, e-cigarettes weren't really around a few years ago. There's an excise tax on tobacco products, whether it's cigarettes or smokeless tobacco and other tobacco products. There's not an excise tax on e-cigarettes because of the code hasn't been updated. So this just brings them in line at a similar taxation level with tobacco products.
It's an issue that's been affecting residents here in Montgomery County for several years. Predatory towing. Each year, tow trucks haul away between 30 and 40,000 cars per year, with a hefty price tag attached with getting your vehicle back. But that soon may change. Councilmember Roger Berliner is the lead sponsor on a bill that is aimed at regulating the towing industry here.
It has given so many headaches to so many people. It is the #1 consumer complaint in our county, and it has to stop. It's predatory towing. It's employing spotters whose sole job is to say, I think that person, tow them right now. They just left their car. It's not good for our consumers. It's not good for business. It's not good for public safety. We have to put an end to it. And the package of reforms that I've introduced that all of my colleagues support will do just that.
Well, that wraps up this edition of the Council in Brief. For County Cable Montgomery, I'm Susan Kennedy. Thanks for watching.